Americans eat over 20 billion hot dogs a year. And most of us have no idea we're feeding our families some of the worst processed meat on the market. Some of the brands in your fridge right now, they wouldn't survive a basic quality check, not even close. Let's fix that right now, starting with number 8, Ballpark. Classic beef franks, worst. Ballpark calls themselves America's favorite, but here's the truth. Nobody tells you about this brand which had bone fragments in its meat. 2 Ballpark hot dogs have as much sodium as eating 2 large fast food burgers. That means your blood pressure isn't going up, it's going skyrocketing. But that's not even the worst part. Ballpark has been called out for using meat trimmings that experts describe as the leftovers of the leftovers, inflating the flavor with additives that make the meat look fresh even when it's not. A past recall where bone fragments were found in the meat. Imagine biting into that. For a 50-plus body, this combination is brutal. It stresses the heart, stiffens blood vessels, and spikes morning blood pressure. Ballpark tastes nostalgic, but your arteries will remember it longer than you will. And if you found this eye-opening, please hit that subscribe button. We're on a mission to reach our first 1,000 subscribers. Number 7, Bar S Classic Franks. Bar S has one of the cheapest hot dogs in America, and it shows this brand has had multiple major recalls, including one recall over possible listeria contamination, another involving millions of pounds of meat products pulled off shelves. Bar S is extremely processed, so processed that if you left it on the counter, it would look the same 8 hours later. For an older body, this level of processing means your stomach works harder, your blood pressure reacts faster, your inflammation stays higher. Bar S isn't just low quality, it's bare minimum quality. Number 6, great value. Hot dogs, Walmart brand. Yes, they're cheap, but cheap for you usually means expensive for your heart. Great value dogs have very high sodium for their size, filler ingredients that keep costs down but keep inflammation up, a long list of preservatives that 60-year-old bodies process much slower than 20-year-old ones. Think about it like this. One great value hot dog has the sodium punch of a salty restaurant meal in one bite-sized tube. If you're 55 plus, this is the kind of food that leads to morning headaches, water retention, blood pressure, spikes you feel in your temples. Walmart saves you $1 at checkout and costs you $50 at the pharmacy. Number 5, Oscar Mayer Classic Franks. This is the brand everyone grew up with, but that's also the problem. Oscar Mayer has been criticized for extremely high sodium sweeteners that turn your bloodstream into syrup and mechanically separated meat, which is basically the spare parts of the animal. Older adults who grew up with these don't realize how much the recipe has changed. The new recipe? More salt, more sugar, more fillers, less real meat. This is the kind of hot dog that leaves you feeling bloated, thirsty, and tired. The classic I need to lie down feeling after a barbecue. Number 4, Nathan's famous skinless beef franks. Nathan's is better than the last 4, but it's still not good. One Nathan's Frankie has more sodium than a bag of salty chips. But the real issue? Nathan's hot dogs contain ingredients that are linked to higher risk of colon issues, stomach discomfort for older adults, harder digestion at night. Nathan's also had recalls in the past involving metal contamination in some products pulled for failing temperature safety checks. Good taste, yes. Safe for a 60-year-old heart? Not exactly. Number 3, Hebrew National Beef Franks. Now we're entering the better zone, but not perfect Hebrew National uses higher quality beef than most brands. However, sodium is still high, ingredients still can trigger blood pressure spikes, and recently, Hebrew National faced lawsuits claiming they were not as pure as advertised. The lawsuit didn't win, but the public trust hit was real. Still, compared to the bottom brands, Hebrew National is a safer choice for older adults because no artificial colors, no byproducts, no low-grade meat mush. It's not the cleanest hot dog, but it's one of the cleanest mainstream ones. Number 2, Applegate Natural Uncured Beef Hot Dogs. Finally, a dog that doesn't feel like a heart attack in a bun. Applegate is lower in sodium, made with real beef free from artificial preservatives, easier on digestion. They also avoided major recalls and scandals. For a 60-year-old body, this matters. Applegate digests easier, causes less bloating, and doesn't hit the heart as hard. Taste-wise, clean, simple, beef-forward. This is one of the few hot dogs you can eat without feeling guilty afterward. Number 1. Best hot dog, Sabret Skinless Beef Frankfurters, the king of hot dogs, and the one that treats your heart the best. Sabret uses quality beef, lower sodium relative to flavor. No junk fillers, no bargain bin scraps. This is the classic New York street hot dog, and for good reason. What makes Sabret perfect for older adults? Cleaner ingredients, no heavy preservatives, less bloating, no blood pressure explosion, no shady recalls or suspicious additives. It's flavorful, simple, and honest, something the other brands can't claim. If you want a hot dog that doesn't fight back, Sabret is the one, so there you have it, the worst hot dogs that should never touch your grill. And the best ones worth buying. If you're over 50, you need to pay attention to what your processed meat is doing inside your body. Sodium, preservatives, fillers, they hit harder now than they did in your 20s. Choose wisely, your heart will thank you. And if you found this eye-opening, please hit that subscribe button. We're on a mission to reach our first 1,000 subscribers so we can keep uncovering the food secrets restaurants don't want you to know. Your support helps us bring you the truth about what you're really eating.